Hey guys, it's Sable Sylvan and I'm here to talk to you about my second day of NaNoWriMo. So on the first day I wrote 19,872 words, and on the second day I wrote 26 words. Not 26,000 words, not 2,600 words, 26 words. 2, 6, 20 plus 6, 26 words. Long story short, I was kind of sick yesterday, so that was what happened, and that's why that accounts for my low word count for that day. However, I'm more than making it up today on NaNoWriMo day 3. So far, I have nearly hit, I might have actually already hit 10,000 words for the day for NaNoWriMo day 3, and that is still like a thing, that's still a day in progress, so I don't have a final word count for that yet. What I do have is some very good news for my ARC readers, and I guess for my general audience as well. I have nearly finished, what book is it? The Cinderella Hoedown. This is the first book in Fated Mate Speed Date, which is a brand new series that I'm launching. It is not the series I thought I was going to be working on for NaNoWriMo necessarily, but it actually has turned into the series that I think I'm going to focus most of my NaNoWriMo time on. So Fated Mate Speed Date is a series that focuses on BBWs as usual, shifters as usual, and menages. However, this time, this is not a cooperative menage book, which is the kind I usually write, where the guys all get along together. They know they're looking for a menage. This is one where the guys don't know that they're going to end up in a menage, right? And so they are very competitive. They're very alpha male about this. So all the stuff that you like about shifters in terms of like fighting and stuff like that is what shows up in these books. And so the first book is The Cinderella Hoedown, and that book will be finished as of tonight. Like, what I'm doing right now is actually filming this vlog during a break, so that before I finish up the last scene in The Cinderella Hoedown. Then what I'm probably going to be working on is not the second book in that series, which is why I'm not doing a cover reveal with this video. I'm going to be working on finishing up Bear Buns Denver Book 1. The first book in that series is Mountain Bear Buns. So Bear Buns Denver takes us to Denver, obviously, to the second location that's opening up for Bear Buns. The story is we've got 6 new, okay, so it's standalone, but the story for the series is basically, what is it? Is that the 6 bears that we met in the original Bear Buns series have all found their fated mates. The strip club has become very, 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 very popular, and they've opened different branches. And one of the branches is Bear Buns Denver, and if this branch does well, we might see some other branches open up. And of course, this features cooperative menage and strippers, but what is unique about this series is that each of the heroines, rather than being a visitor at the club, so one of the patrons, one of the people that's going there for like a bachelorette party or for like a divorce party or whatever, all the heroines work at the club. So the one that's being featured, the heroine for book 1, which is Mountain Bear Buns, which features Himalayan brown bears, because we're doing all kinds of different bears, of course. She is the chef, and you, of course, are going to see a lot of descriptions of really, really good food in addition to really, really good dancing. The book after that is going to be Sun Bear Buns, and the book after that is Glacier Bear Buns, and that focuses on the theater manager as the heroine, and then Sun Bear Buns is the book after that, and that's going to feature a costumer. There's going to be a book that features a makeup artist, there's going to be a book that features the DJ, and the book that features the bartender as well. And so I don't know what this schedule is going to be like for publishing those, because I'm focusing on Fated Mate Speed Date at first, but you might see me jumble up the series again, in that I might end up releasing the first book in Bear Buns Denver while the other books in Fated Mate Speed Date are still coming out, just so that people can read it that have been waiting for it. But I don't really know what my strategy is going to be like for that yet, because I do want to make sure that there's a momentum that's being built for the Bear Buns Denver series, and I know that a lot of people don't want to read books out of order, and they don't want to do a mixed series kind of dealio, so that's like definitely a concern that I have. The other one is going to be making sure that, I don't know, that I can actually write the books really, really quickly. I basically wrote The Cinderella Hoedown in basically 2 days, right? This book ended up being about 30,000 words long, and I wrote 20,000 words on Monday. I wrote 10,000, not Monday. What day of the week is it? Oh my gosh, this is what happens with NaNoWriMo. Okay, so the day before yesterday I wrote 20,000 words. And then yesterday I only wrote 20, and then today I wrote about 10,000 words. So the 2 days where I actually did writing, that actually really count, are the days that I'm counting as me having written this book. So I basically wrote a 30,000 word book in 2 days. And the reason I'm saying 2 days is also because, so for NaNoWriMo purposes, I am counting daily word logs as word logs that account for the words written in a given day from midnight to midnight. But because I'm a night owl, this means that if I am writing at midnight to 3 a.m., those words don't count for, this is not really a smart way to explain this, is it? If I'm writing on Monday night, right, and it becomes Tuesday morning technically, and I'm writing from, let's say, 11 p.m. Monday to 3 p.m. Tuesday. What would it, sorry, to 3 p.m. I'm writing from 11 p.m. Monday to 3 a.m. Tuesday. What this means is that any words written from midnight to 3 a.m. Tuesday would actually be part of the Tuesday writing log. So I actually did only do 2 days of writing that people would consider really days, but for NaNoWriMo purposes, it was 3 days of writing. I don't know why this is really important to anybody. So we're gonna be seeing another book soon called The Rapunzel Rodeo. I was lying, I guess. There is gonna be a cover reveal here. Boop. And so in The Rapunzel Rodeo, we're gonna be seeing horse shifters for the first time. I think I haven't written a book about non-bear shifters before. So my idea of bear shifters is I think it's pretty unique. And of course, like, basically what features does a bear have in their animal form that they would have in their human form, right? And so fans of the books are gonna know what those are. But the question is, what do you do for horses, right? Because while bears, wait, give me a second. Hey, sorry about that, I had technical difficulties. Anyway, any author who primarily focuses on writing about one species of shifter knows that there's a challenge regarding coming up with a way for a new species of shifter to fit into their world. And I only really write about bear shifters. And I've had non-bear shifters as secondary characters, and I think, I don't know, I want to explore for the first time the way that having an inner animal that isn't a bear would affect not only a person, but their relationships with other people, right? So what I'm doing is I'm writing about stallions for the Rapunzel Rodeo, and in Fated Mate Speed Date, the only book that focuses on bears is going to be the Cinderella Hoedown. I guess the challenge for me is making sure that all my shifter species are unique, but at the same time fit into the same world that I've established that already has like a fleshed out sort of bear shifter world, right? So I don't want any given species to be too similar to bear shifters, but I don't want them to be different enough to the point that they don't feel like they belong together in the same world. So with stallions, what I've decided to do is I've changed where the mate marker location is. I've changed what the thing is with appearances. I'm looking at, I guess, studying horses more. I was never a horse girl. I don't know if horse girl is a term that anyone outside my age group really uses, but horse girl refers to like girls who grew up with horses and like had horses and stuff like that, or were really into horses. And that was not really me, even though I grew up in a relatively rural area. So doing, like, I guess I'm going through the horse girl phase now professionally. So basically fleshing out that world is going to be really important. So I don't think that the other books in Fated Mate Speed Date are going to be written as quickly as the Cinderella Hoedown for a few reasons. I think first of all, when you start out NaNoWriMo, I think a lot of people, I think very few people probably sustain a given writing speed for the entire month. I think a lot of people probably either do a lot of words at the beginning or a lot of words at the end, and I think I'm probably going to fall into the camp of people who do a lot of words at the very beginning. I am also going to have to do a lot more world building than I expected regarding the different shifter species. And I want to take that time to make sure that I'm making a good book and an enjoyable book. A problem I've been having is overwriting. This happens to me a lot with menage, especially with larger menages. I try to write books that are about 25,000 words long, 100 pages. The minimum is 25,000 words long, and hitting 27 or 28 is pretty good, but sometimes I go over, and the reason I don't like it is because it interferes with what my ideal pacing is for the story, and it also just means I'm taking longer per book, and most people don't want filler. So if I've written past my goal, I worry that there's filler, even if there isn't filler. So yeah. So I think the reason I wrote really well today was because I got sleep. So what I'm gonna try and do is continue on having a normal sleep cycle. I think the reason I didn't write well yesterday was because I had such a weird sleep schedule, and I didn't go over this in the blog for day one, but the reason that day 2, which is technically what this vlog is supposed to be about, the reason that day 2 did not go super well was because on day 1 I woke up at 2 a.m. or something like that, and I wrote for like 3 hours, and then I stayed up a little, I went to bed, and then I got up later and I kept on writing, and then I went to bed again, and I didn't sleep for very long, and I went to bed late too. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. on Tuesday and woke up at like 3 p.m. on Tuesday, so there wasn't a whole lot of day left for writing. So I've learned that I do better if I wake up in the morning, and I've also learned that I do better if I have a regular night of sleep beforehand. And so, I mean, that's, I guess I've learned that that helps me for writing. And so, because it's day 2 and I want to end, sorry, because it's day 3 right now as I'm filming this and I want day 4 to be successful, tonight I'm going to try and get to bed at a relatively good time. I have this goal to finish the Cinderella Hoedown before bed, and I think I can do this, and I also want to do this because I know that I'm going to stay up, if like I'm going to be kept up awake if I don't do this, so it'll actually weirdly enough help me sleep better if I know I finished a project. So yeah, I also had to stock up on the on food today, because I'm trying not to leave the house a ton during NaNoWriMo. I'm trying to just like have more butt in chair time. So basically a lot of the authors whose books I've read about the writing craft have said that what really matters is the amount of time you have your butt in the chair, like so that you're there, right? So if you're commuting, or if you are cooking, or you're cleaning, or you have another job, that's less time that you can have your butt in your chair. And like those are all valid things to do, right? And the thing is though, as I'm just a writer, like in terms of like I don't have another job and I don't have other responsibilities, like I don't have kids, I really don't do as much cleaning as I should, I definitely don't do enough cooking, but what this means is that like if I don't, like a grocery store run, right, would take like 3 hours, 4 hours out of my day, so having like a grocery delivery done today was really great. The other thing that was really, I'm sorry, I thought I saw, it's just my furniture, I thought I saw something. Anyway, basically taking care of those needs was really important, and it just means that like if I like schedule my meals or something like that during NaNoWriMo, I can just get up, heat up a meal, and then go back to my desk. So yeah, I basically want to maintain the pace that I had today, not in terms of like 10,000 words, but like hitting over 5,000 words a day would be really awesome, because then I could finish up NaNoWriMo really quickly. It's also kind of surreal that I finished up 60% of NaNoWriMo in 2 days of writing and in 3 days of NaNoWriMo total. So that's pretty awesome. I think I've done pretty well, and I want to stick to it and see how far I can go during the month. I know a lot of people have some really high goals. I think the highest goal that I've heard of so far might be 150,000 words. I don't want to set a larger goal for myself right now. I kind of want to just have fun with it. I'm also doing something kind of stupid. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a reward system for myself for NaNoWriMo. So every 1,000 words that I write, I'm going to give myself $3 to spend on things that I don't actually need. I know it sounds like really crass. So right now I'm up to about, I would guess, $90, right? And I have a wish list of stuff, and it's stuff that like obviously I could get right now if I wanted, but the fun part is earning it, right? So basically gamifying my writing in another way. And I've been using Habitica with some other people to also gamify my writing habits, and also to like get me to start using Pomodoro sessions again. So for those of you that don't know what a Pomodoro session is, it's when you write for a given amount of time, then you take a break, then you write again. And it seems kind of simple, but what you're doing is you're doing the same amount of time over and over again in terms of the same amount of time to write and the same amount of time for breaks. And you can do this for anything, not just writing, but it's windy out here tonight. I haven't been doing them. I've been doing this thing where I'll sit and I'll write for 3 hours, and then I won't write all day, right? And I think it would be better if I was doing 5 hours of sprints broken up rather than just one 3-hour chunk. So I have a timer. I need to start using my timer. That's one of my goals for tomorrow, is to start using my timer. Also to obviously like keep on doing the things in my daily routine that I was neglecting before. So like before I wasn't taking vitamins as often. I've been doing that. I wasn't putting my phone in the living room when I sleep, and I've been doing that again, which has been good. I need to start reading more romance novels again, because the last 2 weeks we're not spent reading romance novels, but we're spent doing craft stuff. So basically like the notes that I was talking about. And what else? I guess Thanksgiving is coming up, so in the comments below, let me know what you are doing for Thanksgiving, and I will reply to as many people as I can, I guess. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to look for updates tomorrow for NaNoWriMo Day 3, alright? Hey, so I forgot to address one last thing, and that's regarding ARCs and the next releases. So I will be sending the Cinderella Hoedown and Mountain Bear Buns to my editor very, very shortly. So when I get those back, you can expect to see them in the ARC team, and you can expect to see them on the Amazon store. You will definitely see the Cinderella Hoedown sooner rather than later. I don't know when you're gonna see Mountain Bear Buns, and when I have more concrete dates for this, I will definitely fill you guys in on the vlog. All right? Thanks, bye.